Okay, we're going to do a little bit more shading and practice with our blending stump. Now, I wanted to say a couple things. Last video, we learned how to use the blending stump and the kneaded eraser. Now, when you are done with your kneaded eraser, put it back into that little plastic sheet that it comes in as best you can. If you have an extra plastic bag, like a little sandwich baggie at home, put it in there. Don't leave this out. It dries up. Don't drop it on the floor again. And it picks up dirt even off of your own fingers. So you don't want to handle it very much. So really, once you're done using it, put it back and keep it nice and fresh and moist. Now, in case something happens to your blending stump, you can actually use a couple other things. Okay, if you ever want to shade something and you lose your blending stump, you can don't use your finger. You can use just a piece of paper towel. It kind of works well. Or you can grab another piece of paper and kind of fold it up. And it'll kind of blend the paper together. But really, the blending stump is the best. Okay, now we're going to do a little gradient right now. And I just drew out a little rectangle for myself. It's about the size of the finger. We're going to do a gradient from like dark to light, and this time we're going to use the blending stump for practice. The thing with the blending stump, remember, is that it smooths out the shading, but it also gets more pencil on it, so you can actually pull your shading over a bit. See how I did that? So I pulled some of the shading over, so you can actually pull it like down with you. So I'm going to start doing my gradient with that idea in mind. So I'm not going to actually fill in the whole thing from black all the way to white. I'm going to probably just go about halfway with it from darker to lighter, because again, some of that shading is going to get pulled over by my blending stump. So I'm still going to pay attention to the pressure of my pencil. I'm going to go from dark to light, just like that. Okay, and now I'm going to go over it with my blending stump. Now, because this is a flat rectangle, I'll just work like flat, straight strokes up and down, up and down. All right, and see how it pulled? I stopped shading with my pencil about there, but the blending stump actually pulled it a little bit further. Now, I can go back and fix this. As you see, I have like a kind of like a gap here, so I can fix this. Some of the darkness kind of went away, so I can kind of go back and push that, put some more pencil right there to fix it. And then this part got a little lost. And really, shading, you'll notice that, thank you, Tango, for walking in the camera. Thank you, Tango. You'll notice that with shading, you have to kind of work back and forth with all your different items. So I'm just gonna come back in here and blend this again. There we go. And we want that whole transition from all the way black to all the grays and then to white. And we still want to see some white. As a reminder, you want to clean. You don't have to clean this every single time, but if it gets a little exhausted and you want to clean your blending stump, get your sandpaper out, and remember, just press it down and just drag it along the sandpaper. Do not scrub it. Do not scrub it. And do not put this in a pencil sharpener. Some of my students from another school put it in a pencil sharpener. Don't do that. And this, for the love of God, also remember, keep this wrapped up. But I want to see this on your assignment now.